Ever wondered how mobile applications are developed? Well, it's a fascinating process that involves a blend of creativity, technical skills, and an understanding of user needs. Mobile application development is the art and science of creating software designed to run on devices like smartphones, tablets, and digital assistants. These applications can be pre-installed on the device, downloaded from app stores, or accessed via mobile web browsers. There are different ways mobile apps are developed, and today we're going to introduce you to 3 of them: first-party native app development, progressive web applications, and cross-platform application development. Starting with first-party native app development, these applications are designed to run natively on specific operating systems. Think of apps like WhatsApp, Instagram, or Swiggy that are developed for a particular platform such as Android or iOS. They offer high performance and speed, easy access to device features, and benefit from strong community support. However, they may require a slower development process as separate coding is required for different operating systems. Next up, we have progressive web applications, or PWAs for short. These are essentially websites that run locally on a user's device and can be accessed through a browser. They offer cross-platform compatibility and eliminate the need for App Store distribution, making maintenance and updates easier. Technologies used for PWAs include Microsoft Blazor, React, AngularJS, NativeScript, and Ionic. Lastly, there's cross-platform application development. These apps are developed using frameworks that allow code sharing across multiple platforms. Frameworks like React Native, Flutter, and Xamarin are used to create apps like Microsoft To Do that are available on both Android and iOS. The main advantages of this approach are code reusability, faster development, and a wider audience reach. Now that you have a basic understanding of what mobile app development is, let's dive into the first type: first-party native app development. First-party native app development is about creating apps that are specific to a particular platform, like Android or iOS. These are the applications that run natively on your device, taking full advantage of all the capabilities your smartphone or tablet has to offer. They are tailored to the operating system of the device, which means they can provide a more seamless and integrated user experience compared to other types of apps. Now let's take a look at some examples. WhatsApp, the popular messaging app, is a perfect example of a native app. It runs smoothly on Android and iOS, providing a fast and efficient communication platform for millions of users worldwide. Instagram, the photo-sharing social media platform, is another example of a native app. It's designed to harness the full potential of your device's camera, allowing you to capture, edit, and share photos with ease. And then there's Swiggy, a food delivery app that has separate versions for Android and iOS, ensuring a slick and user-friendly interface for food ordering and delivery. So what are the advantages of native apps? First and foremost, they offer high performance and speed. Because they're designed for a specific operating system, they can tap into the device's hardware and software capabilities, resulting in a faster, more responsive user experience. They also have easy access to the device's features and APIs, from the camera and microphone to the accelerometer and GPS. Additionally, native apps enjoy strong community support for troubleshooting and updates, which are often released on the same day for all users. But as with anything, there are also disadvantages. One of the main drawbacks of native apps is the slow development speed. Because they're tailored for a specific operating system, developers have to write separate code for Android and iOS. This can make the development process more time-consuming and costly. Also, native apps often lack open-source support, which can limit the resources available for developers. While native apps offer high performance and easy access to device features, they require separate coding for each OS, which can slow down development speed. Progressive web applications, or PWAs, are a different breed. They are websites that run locally on a user's device and can be accessed through a browser. This unique approach to application development takes advantage of web technologies to deliver a user experience that feels like a native app. What makes PWAs tick, you may ask? They are built using modern web technologies, some of which include Microsoft Blazor, React, AngularJS, NativeScript, and Ionic. These tools enable developers to create robust, high-quality applications that can run across multiple platforms. Let's take an example to illustrate this. Consider a news website that functions as a PWA. Users can access it through their mobile browsers without needing to install a separate app. This feature proves to be a boon for users who prefer not to crowd their device storage with multiple applications. Now, on to the benefits. One of the most significant advantages of PWAs is their cross-platform compatibility. Because they're based on web technologies, PWAs can run on any device with a modern web browser, irrespective of the operating system. This universal accessibility can significantly broaden an app's potential user base. Another benefit is that PWAs bypass the need for App Store distribution. This means developers can avoid the often lengthy and complex App Store approval processes. Updates and maintenance are also more straightforward, as changes can be pushed directly to the PWA without requiring users to download updates from the App Store. However, it's important to note that while PWAs offer many benefits, they don't have the same level of access to device features as native apps. They might not perform as seamlessly or be as integrated into the device's ecosystem as an app developed specifically for that platform. In conclusion, PWAs offer cross-platform compatibility and easier maintenance, but they don't have the same level of access to device features as native apps. Cross-platform application development is about creating apps that can run on multiple platforms using the same code base. This fascinating approach to app development allows for code reusability across different platforms such as Android and iOS, which means developers can write a single piece of code and deploy it on multiple platforms. This not only saves a significant amount of time, but also makes the development process more efficient. Now, this approach wouldn't be possible without the use of some powerful frameworks. Let's dive into a few of them. First up is React Native. Developed by Facebook, this open-source framework allows developers to write code in JavaScript and create apps for both Android and iOS. It's a popular choice due to its efficiency and the extensive JavaScript developer community. Next, we have Flutter, a product of Google. This framework uses the Dart programming language to build cross-platform apps. Its hot reload feature, which allows developers to see changes in real time, makes it a favorite among many developers. Then there's Xamarin, a Microsoft-owned framework. Xamarin allows C hashcode to be shared across Android and iOS, which is a delight for developers familiar with the net environment. One example of a cross-platform app is Microsoft To Do, a task management app built using Xamarin. It's available on both Android and iOS, showcasing the power of cross-platform development. Of course, like everything else in technology, cross-platform development has its pros and cons. On the bright side, it offers code reusability, faster development, and a wider audience reach, as the same app can be published on different app stores. However, it's worth noting that while cross-platform apps can reach a wider audience, they may not perform as well as native apps on specific platforms. This is because they are often a one-size-fits-all solution and may not fully utilize the unique features of each platform. In conclusion, cross-platform apps offer code reusability and faster development, but they may not perform as well as native apps on specific platforms. As always, the choice between native and cross-platform development will depend on your specific needs and goals. So, we've covered the three main methods of mobile app development. First off, we delved into first-party native app development, where apps are tailored to run natively on specific operating systems, like Android or iOS. This method takes full advantage of a device's capabilities, offering high performance and speed, easy access to device features and APIs, same-day updates, and a robust community for support. However, it can be slower to develop due to the need for separate coding for different operating systems and the lack of open-source support. Next, we explored progressive web applications, or PWAs. These are essentially websites that run locally on a user's device, using web technologies and accessible through a browser. PWAs offer cross-platform compatibility, eliminating the need for App Store distribution, and are easier to maintain and update. However, they may not provide the same level of performance or access to device-specific features as native apps. Finally, we discussed cross-platform app development. This method uses frameworks that allow code sharing across multiple platforms, such as Android and iOS. This approach promotes code reusability and faster development, reaching a wider audience. However, the performance might not be as high as native apps, and certain device-specific features may not be accessible. Each of these methods has its own trade-offs. Native apps offer superior performance and access to device features, but require more development time. PWAs are easier to maintain and update, but may not deliver the same level of performance. Cross-platform apps provide a wider audience reach and faster development, but might compromise on performance and access to certain features. In the end, the choice between native development, PWAs, and cross-platform solutions boils down to your specific project requirements and target audience. It's all about finding the right balance between development time, performance, compatibility, and user experience. Whether you choose native development, PWAs, or cross-platform solutions depends on your project requirements and target audience. Keep exploring, and you'll find the right path for your app development journey.